ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलं अचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नाद बिंदु कलातीतं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञान तिमिरान्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शुभस्य शीघ्रं शुभस्य शीघ्रं शुभस्य शीघ्रं शुभस्य शीघ्रं। Whatever is auspicious and good should be done in haste. It should be done very fast. Like Upanayana, like Kumbhabhisheka, like marriage. Whatever is auspicious should be done very fast. More you delay, the taste of auspiciousness goes away. That's why Shankara started his journey. He was knowing all the Vedas. He could learn all the Vedas by the age of 8. It's recorded in the history. Shubhasya Shikram. And a very, very mystical combination. In India is Hari and Hara are the two big deities. If one is Murari, another is Purari. Even though they created cults and divisions in the name of Shaivism and Vaishnavism, Hari and Hara stand as two great pillars, two eyes in this nation of Bharat. Today is which Jayanti?
Shankara.
And also Ramanuja Jayanti. Shankara was born to Shivaguru and Aryamba. Who is Ramanuja's parents? Who are they? Achuri, Keshava, Soumyaji and Kantimati. He was born in Sri Perumbudur, Tamil Nadu. Where he was born? Very mystically, both the lives are similar because both are called as Bhashyakara. One stands for Jnana, another stands for Sharanagati, the height of Bhakti. It's nice to take Ramanuja's name also because he's also a great pillar. When his Guru taught him Ashtaksharis and told him not to reveal, then Ramanuja asked, if I reveal this mantra or recite, what will happen? We will go to Naraka. Then where will these people who here will go? They will go to Vaikuntha. All these people are going to Vaikuntha. If one man is going to Naraka, I am ready to go. Seeing this, Tirukostur Nambi called him Embaramanar. He also created great matters like Shankara. He also wrote Bhashyas. And the recorded history is that Saraswati herself called him Bhashyakara. Like Shankara, he was also doing Prachara and also what you call the argument, Tarka, with many other religious leaders. When he came to Karnataka, he had an Vishnuvardhana was a Jain king. There was a big argument, Tarka, going on between Ramanuja and the Jaina Sampradaya leaders. There was a veil in between, because in those days Acharyas should not be seen directly. Veil means a cloth. When the Vishnuvardhan wanted to impose on Ramanuja the principles of Jainism, suddenly there was a hissing sound. The history says that instead of Ramanuja, Adisesha gave darshan. Ramanuja was not available, only Adisesha was available. Seeing this, Vishnuvardhana got frightened and he himself constructed this temple called in Melkote, Tirunarayanapuram, the temple for Narayana. He became a Vaishnavite also. So this we have to know because history should not leave us blank. We should also know what is. We live in Karnataka and what is Melkote we should know. In the ultimate sense, the greatest jnana of realization and ultimate surrender is not different. In the Atma Sashatra level also there is no ego. In the ultimate Sharanagati level also there is no ego. In Sharanagati also it just flows as time leads, people proceed. In Jnana, you are detached and time flies with you and you just play with the time. The world is considered as 1 plus 1, 2. So that is a Dvaita Bhava. The greatest Advaita also in the transactional field he has to play as 2. But in the Visishtadvaitic tradition it is a sort of belongingness and surrender to the Moola. And in Advaita you are freed. There is only one. There is no one belonging to something or one acting in some other thing. So in gradations Advaita is considered as the greatest. So philosophy wise they call that Advaita is the greatest. But we should know that there should be a combination of all these three. Because the world requires all these three. Because you are still not dead. You are existing in this world. If Krishna comes to the battlefield, he has to recognize who is there around. But he is beyond time. He has taught Gita to Manu, Surya, so many things. But still, in the Vishwarupa level, he knows everything. Everything happens according to his wish. But in the battlefield, in the Dvaitic existence, he has to recognize the people, he has to tell something to someone, all these things. So remember that even though you are one, the one should align with the two. Where there is no alignment, even in one there is a disturbance. That's why it's told by many saints. Even if you go to the highest of jnana, if you have not lost your mind, you will be pulled to the earth. Yesterday I was telling you, the Advaita jnana happens once and once for all. I was quoting Sakrita Vibhatam. Sakrit Vibhatam.
Vipatham,
What did it tell? Ajam,
Ajam,
Ekam,
Ekam,
Aksharam.
Aksharam.
I was telling you yesterday, this once it illumines and once for all it illumines. And that becomes only one. But you can't take birth in the thought level because you are beyond thought. You can play with the thoughts, but you can't have thought. So that which is birthless can only be Ajam, that which is not born. That is the Swayam Jyoti, the truth. When the truth takes over, you become birthless. Then there is only oneness. And that is eternal. You can't lose it. You can lose the body, you can lose the mind, you can lose this world, but you can't lose it because you are there. So Ramana is quoted to say, when in the last time when he is asked, he is saying, where will I go? We are all very sad because you are going to die. You are going to leave the body. He says, where will I go? Catch this, that which is not born cannot die. And that only extends as Ramana, that only extends as Ramesh, that only exists as Peter, Ismail. Anything, the same truth extends, and there is a world which is getting activated or acted upon. So when Shankara, we have to remember, because that was the time when many wrong thoughts came out and that was holding this world. Many powerful thoughts came in the name of other thought forms or religions, and there was even Nastika Baba going on. Shankara did kantana of this, did fight with this. He was a great child. He could not think that he could perform all this unless he gets relieved of his family at the age of 7 or 8. And he created the situation where he told his mother that crocodile is catching his feet and it will not leave unless you, mother, give permission to Shankara to embrace sannyasa and go around as Parivrajaka. Mother Aryamba thought that it's better he should live. It's not necessary that either he will be consumed or he should live. What is better? He should live. And she told that you should live. You do what you want. Do you know there were no Padukas also those days, even though there are Padukas also, the barefoot he could walk. Asay to Himachala, from Kanyakumari to Himalayas. He could establish Chaturamnaya Peethas. And he fought with, rather he did tarka with many religions and established that Advaita is the highest philosophy. Vyasa is the beginning, Dakshinamurti is the beginning, we can say. Shankaracharya is the middle. Till today, whoever is in that state, they are all worshipped on this day. So in all the ashrams you will see that there is Shankara Jayanti, there will be rituals going on. And many ashrams, the gurus will give sannyasa to his disciples after undergoing brahmacharya and other vratas. They will be given sannyasa this day. Any object without meaning is meaningless. Similarly, when the Bhashyas were created, it gave new light to all these Prasthanatrayas. What are Prasthanatrayas? You remember? Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras. Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras. So, in his Ashtotra it's called Trayi Marga Prakashakaya Namaha. Another pata is Trayi Marga Prabodhakaya Namaha. Whatever be it, whether it is those three or if you go deeply, it is only Karma, Bhakti and Upasana he taught. Even though he was the height of enlightenment, whether he was not anything, he was everything in the perfect self, he could come and vibrate with the very low level of thinking. He could meet Kapalikas, he could meet all the people. And he taught the rituals, the worship in the form state also, like Saundarya Lahari and other things. Like many stotras he created. Gadadhara became Ramakrishna because of one thing. He is recognized as Ramakrishna because of that thing. When all the world was thinking that Yantra, Mantra, Tantra are the three, it's in the field of just feeling and activities. Yantra is your body, this world. Mantra is that initiative which allows your body to execute things. Tantra is application of mind and body in the external world. So, when all these three only are recognized because they are scientific, but Gadadhara felt that Hami Yantra, Tumi Yantri. So you could recognize that one power activates the entire three. So he became Paramahamsa Ramakrishna. Shankara was born with wisdom. That's why you call him Bhagavan also, Bhagavan Shankara. Because he was teaching, he was called Acharya Shankara. He could distribute his power everywhere. So he was called Guru Shankara. And whatever he felt, that was being followed automatically by time in his life. That also gave him the name Acharya. The power of Shankara is, just by his sight. Even a person who doesn't know anything, he could bring out mantra in Totaka Matra, shlokas. Like that you will find in his life many miracles, Kapalikas, then Narasimha Karavalambam, where his body gets burned and he comes unscathed. This shows that once you are with God, once you are in the state of Advaita or belong to the state of Advaita or aiming at the state of Advaita, then whole life is a miracle. He also established 6 Shanmata Sthapanacharya, is called. What are they? Sauram, Saktam, Ganapatyam, Avamaram, Saivam Vaishnavam, That's all. Depending upon the taste of the people, he established all these 6 religions. Suppose you don't believe in a farm, Surya is the creator of this universe, worship it. Shauram, Shaktam. Then if you believe in the power which runs this universe, then Shaktam you follow. The feminine form, the primordial power was worshipped. Then in the Mooladhara, Ganapati exists. So Lord, for the Pati of all the Ganas he created that mother called Ganapati for the benefit of those who worship Ganapati. Parabrahma's qualities to shower on people through these 6 centers of energy, Shanmukha, Kaumara was established. Then Shaivism, the oldest religion. So the protector was considered as Vishnu, so Vaishnavism was also created. So he is still today called as Shanmata Sthapanacharya. The Ajnana is just a little darkness. So it's called as a veil of illusion. That gets dropped in the Advaitic sthiti. Then can I eat Mysore pak? All these small things don't bring it to the highest. As I told, Ramakrishna was enjoying gulab jamun. What do you call it? Rasagulla. That did not disturb him from being one with Kalikamba. When he worshipped Hanuman, he used to grow tail. When he worshipped Hanuman, Upasana, he used to grow even tail. So there are various ways he expressed the Bhava Sakshatkara. The body also takes the shape of that. The Bhavatita Sthiti, Gunatita Sthiti is brought out by Shankara like a sword which can remove any veil. So in one sense he was so immersed with tears in reciting shlokas in favor of praising Mukambika, Kamakshi and others. At another level he says, I am beyond all the 3 states of consciousness. So that is called the play in this world. So all of you belong to this great tradition. You belong to the country where Shankara was born. All the avatars have taken birth in this great country. So remembering Shankara, I wish and hope that all of you will ever live in the state of Advaita. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu Sarvatra Sanmangalani santu Shreyo bhuyat Sakala janana Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om शांति शांति शांति